right, folks, sit down with me. I'm just doing some sentimental thinking. Sunset's behind me. I got this beautiful lake right here. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Hopefully when I move the phone it's not rattling too much. I'm gonna post it anyway and whatever. You ever just get sentimental about your time? Time's fleeting. And just say, what have I done? You know, and what's awaiting for me? This is my 52nd winter. You know what I'm saying? How many more do I have, man? I have no idea. Might be 5, might be 10, might be this is it. You just don't know. And you ever look back, you're like, man. I was talking to my third, Kevin, the other day, and I was showing him how to tune a guitar. I said, the funny thing was, I used to play pretty, I'm not going to say I was good, but I used to enjoy it, play every day. And I stopped when we moved down here. That's been 10 years now. I said, man, just think, if I would have kept at it for 10 years, I'd be real good by now. You know what I'm saying? I just stopped. You know, I've gone on to do other things. I've written books and stuff, but it's just like one of those things, like, when you're in the moment, it's such, you forget how fleeting that moment is, and that moment becomes another moment, becomes another moment, becomes another moment. Next thing you know, 10 years goes by, you didn't learn Spanish, you didn't freaking learn to play the guitar, you didn't ask that girl out that you got the hots for, and you just, and next thing you know, she's married to somebody else. I'm just using that for example. I'm not, look, I'm very happy with my wife. I'm not saying, oh my goodness, I wish there was a girl I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the things you did not do because of the moment in time you're in, you're just wasting it and wasting it and wasting it. Now that doesn't, like, it doesn't mean you have to be productive all the time. You got to give yourself some downtime. I get that. But what did you do 10 years ago? You said, man, I'm going to do this, and 10 years later, you haven't done it. I mean, I've always wanted to speak Spanish. I've always wanted to roll my R's. I've always wanted to, write more novels. I got my first novel down, which I'm very, very proud of, by the way. And I think, like, how does Stephen King just freaking, look, he's a clown, but still, he writes very well, and I very much enjoy his writings. How does he sit there and just write, and it's nuts. Anyway, so I was listening, how does, I was listening to, just listen to Journey, you know what I'm saying? And, I enjoy Journey. I don't know what those guys are doing today, but, these guys write so many songs. How did they do that? Time, year after year. Rush. I guess Rush probably, well, yeah, maybe Rush. Clutch. They're writing songs. I mean, I first heard Clutch in 1992, maybe 91, and here it is 2022, almost 23, and they're still playing. It's crazy. And I was listening to Joe Rogan, and I don't like Joe Rogan. I just saw a cut of this on YouTube because they're mocking this epidemiologist, whatever the hell it's called. So Joe Rogan is interviewing some epidemiologist, whatever. I'm from Maine, I can't pronounce it. And the guy was all fat and stupid, and Joe Rogan didn't say that, but he's like, hey man, it's funny that you're not in very good shape, and yet you're telling everybody how to live to avoid, the thing that shall not be named, in terms of the disease that's going to kill everybody. And the guy said, yeah, I got to do better. And he goes, I just don't have the time. And Joe Rogan said, but you're eating junk food, you're heavy, you don't get enough sleep, you don't get any exercise. He goes, I don't have time. Joe Rogan says, dude, you make time. You make time to do what you have to do. You have to go to the gym, go on a walk. You have to write. Like Stephen King, I guarantee every day he writes for at least an hour, I guarantee. You have to do something. And I was talking to Kevin, my third, and I was showing him how to tune a guitar. And I said, man, it's funny because I was actually playing every day for like an hour a day for, probably since 2008 to 2013. For 5 years. And I wouldn't say I was getting good, but I was getting competent. And I enjoyed it. And I just stopped when we moved down here. I stopped. And I don't like, oh my goodness. But I told him, I said, man, think about it. If I just continued to play an hour a day, for now, I'd be freaking fantastic. I wouldn't be, freaking Eric Clapton. Who's Jimi Hendrix? Who's that one guy they always talk about? Nah, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Dickie Betts? No, that's Dickie Betts. That's the guy from Mighty Mighty Boston. Derek Trucks or something like that. Is that his name? Derek Trucks? His dad, is it Billy? I can't remember. But anyway, I'd never be that good because I'm just not that coordinated. But still, I could be good. And I don't sit there and regret it, but I'm just like, man, time's fleeting, dudes. Gotta make it happen. And I don't know what make it happen is, but If you're sitting in a crappy old job, I guarantee working for the man isn't making it happen. Now, that doesn't mean you just up and leave and say, I gotta get out of here because I gotta make it happen. I'm just saying. You're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna look back, 10, 15 years, say, I should have. In 10 years, I'm gonna be 62. I'll be eligible for Social Security, for heaven's sake. And I don't feel like it. I still feel young and sprite. But I know, I'm not. I'm getting to be a middle-aged guy. It's crazy. I don't feel that way at all. And I imagine you guys who are 60s don't feel that way either. I was talking to a guy from Michigan the other day, and his house backs up on a lake. He inherited it from his parents. Kind of like this. Oh man, I'm getting old. And they got a little like a downslope so he can actually go sledding and stuff. And he says, yeah, in the wintertime it freezes over. And they go skating on that. I said, dude, that's freaking fantastic. And he's like, yeah, I love it. He's just a big kid. And he retired. And just look at that, dude. Oh, man. Anyway, just enjoy it while you got it. Because it's not going to be around forever. And when it's gone, it's gone. And I don't know what happened. Like, I hope this volume is still doing okay. Because sometimes it doesn't work well. But I got the headphones in, so hopefully it is. Anyway. I don't know what happens when we die. Does God send our souls back if we're not productive enough for a second chance? Say, all right, dude, yeah, you didn't make it this time, so I'm going to send you back and do it again. And we've been doing this for 150 years. I don't know. Do we go to purgatory? I don't know. I mean, apparently that's Catholicism. That's not in the Bible, but apparently a lot of books from the Bible have been removed, so who knows anymore? You know what I'm saying? It's all good. The only thing that matters to me is Jesus lived. Yep. Did he die? Of course. And did he get resurrected? I firmly believe that. Can I prove it? No, but I firmly believe it. So that's good enough for me. And I want to follow Jesus' commands. You know what I'm saying? To forgive, to love him, to obviously love God, and treat everybody as you treat yourself. And his other, you got commands. Jesus and God through Moses told us very explicitly what to do. Seek forgiveness. Seek redemption. Look at these geese. Can you see them? Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Let's see if they look at me and say, dude. Quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. I was out here with Finney and Pablo earlier today. They saw the geese, and Finney's like, what the hell is that? Yeah, if you ever just get sentimental, you're like, oh, man. It's like sands through the hourglass. These are... The Days of Our Life. Was that the soap opera or As the World Turns? Which one was Nikki in? Remember Nikki and Victor? Oh, Nikki was smoking hot. Remember her, Nikki? I think she was in As the World Turns. Anytime I skip school, I watch As the World Turns. Like, man, more Nikki, please. Less Victor and more Nikki. How about we kill out Victor in the show and put on old Josh to be married to Nikki? Oh, man. I don't even remember what I just remember she has yellow hair and, woo, she's smoking hot. These are the sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our life. Anyway, I just hope that contentment is what you find. You don't look back and listen to Owen Benjamin today. He goes, those Dickens. I'd never read actually Dickens' version of Christmas Carol. Have you? I did read The Tales of Two Cities, or whatever it's called. The Best of Days, The Worst of Days, whatever. That didn't do much for me. That was a tough read. Never read Dickens. I never read Mark Twain either, man. I should read some Mark Twain. The problem with those older books is that they're very verbose. I'm like, dude. That's what Stephen King is so good. Keep it simple, keep it short. You know what I'm saying? These verbose guys like Ayn Rand is like, dude. Ayn Rand, do you have an anvil? Would you drop it on my head, please? Because, man, you're hard to read. I want to read you, but you're hard. Anyway, make it happen. We'll see you.